Let's use what we've learned about changing from the square shape and cutting off a piece and making it into a different rectangle, not a square. We notice that even though the perimeter was the same, the area got smaller. So let's use that fact to help us make it easier to square. And let's also use the fact, so remember, if we had a problem like 12 times 12, we said, oh, this is going to give us 14 tens, and it's going to give us 2 times 2 ones. So it's going to give us 140, and 4, 144. So let's use our method that we've learned. So 11 times 11 is like 11 plus 1 times 11 minus 1, but it's going to be 1 less, so we had to add 1. So what would you get? We'd get 12 times 10, 120 plus 1. Well, let's try our other method. So our other method is, it's going to be 11 plus 1, 12 tens, plus 1 times 1 ones. Yeah, so either way we say 121. 121. So in this case with 12, well, it makes it easier if we can go down to 10. So we say 12 minus 2 is 10. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 times 10, 140. And then, but we know that our dog got 4 less, 2 times 2 less, so we have to add that back to get to what 12 times 12 would have been. But we say, oh well, 144, but we also know that it would be 14 tens plus 2 times 2, so to be 144. So with 13, to get down to 10, we'll say, well, we'll do 13 minus 3, but then to use what we've seen, we have to do 13 plus 3, so we get 16 times 10, 160. But remember, when we take away 3 rows, we got 9 fewer, so we have to add that back. And we can check to see we get 169 with our other method. We say, oh, we're going to get 16 tens plus 3 times 3 ones, 160 plus 9, 169. So we do our two methods, and we get the same answer. If we try it with 14 times 14, we say, well, yeah, we could do 15 times 13 or 16 times 12, but if we can get down to 10, so we do 14 minus 4 and 14 plus 4, okay, so we've made our square a lot more like a long rectangle, so we've lost a lot, we've lost 16. So, okay, that's easy, 180 plus 16, 196. And we can check our answer by saying, well, we'll have 18 tens and 4 times 4 ones, 180 plus 16, 196. So either way, we have 196. And so what makes sense, for example, for 23 squared? Well, you could just go up 1, 24, and down 1, 22, and as we've seen, then you'd have just 1 less than what you started with. So you're almost at a square, but you lose 1 when you go up 1 and down 1. If you go up 2, so it's from 23 to 25, and down 2, 23 to 21, then you lose 2 times 2. You lose 4 squares for your little doggy that we've seen in the previous video. But this still isn't one that's easy to do mentally, but if you go down 3 to 20 and up 3 to 26, you do lose the 9, but you can add those back, and now you have one that's easy to do. So let's do this one mentally together. So we'd say 2 times 26 is 40 plus 12, 52, so 20 times 26 is 520, plus 3 times 3 plus 9, 520 plus 9 is 529, and that's 23 squared. Well, what about a case like 26 squared? It's 26 times 26. Well, there you have a choice of two ways. So if you go up 4 to 30 and down 4 to 22, okay, your rectangle is smaller. It's 4 times 4 smaller, but that's one that you could do. Or what you'll find, as some students in D16, they prefer to always go down. So they say, well, I'll just go down 6 to 20, but if I go down 6, I also have to go up 6 to make a rectangle, so I'll go up 6 to 32, but then I've lost quite a bit. I've lost 6 times 6. Okay, so let's do both of these mentally and see if they come out to the same thing. So we have 3 times 22 would be 66, so 30 times 22 is 660. 660 plus 16 is 676. 32 times 2 is 64, so 32 times 20 is 640. 640 plus 36 is 676. So we see that either way, so you have your choice here. So you could do the method of always going down to the lower, the nearest 10 below. So we did a minus 6 and a plus 6, or in this case you could go up. You did a plus 4 and a minus 4.